disappeared June 28th, 1975, again from Layton, Utah. Never found, no further details. Then Oregon. One Vic found in Bundy's Taylor Mountain gravesite December 3rd or March 3rd was Roberta Kathleen Parks. They talk about her too. And she disappeared from the Oregon State University as well.
Yeah.
Rita Lorraine Jolly, 17, disappeared June 73. No details, never found. Vicki Holler, 24. She disappeared from Eugene, Oregon, 1973. Was never found. Then he travels all the way to fucking Colorado in 75. And he starts fucking doing, this is where the fucking crazy shit starts popping out.
Well, I mean, you gotta think he's been getting away with his own.
Yeah.
He's gotta up the thrill of it.
Right. So Carolyn Campbell, January 12th, as soon as he gets there, she was from an inn in Aspen. This is the nurse. And he got charged, this is what got charged with the aggravated kidnapping and the murder of this nurse. So he was on the run from 77 to 78. Just in and out, and that's why there's a lot of gaps there. But he killed every time he got out. She just went to get a magazine, and he snatched her from a fucking hallway. How did they didn't have surveillance? And it was a known sport.
I guess they probably
in
didn't have surveillance then.
Just took her. Never came back to her kids who were waiting on her ass.
Yeah, her fiance and his children were waiting on her to come back to the room. They went to dinner, and she went to go get a magazine. Was gone forever.
And they found her on a bank a few miles from the inn. She was raped naked.
36 days later, I think.
Battered, cut, about a month. His family had to leave.
Yeah, because they were on vacation.
Mm-hmm. And then in March 15th, 75, it was Julie Cunningham. She was 26. After discovery, she was found on the mountain, the boneyard. So he drove all the way from Colorado into Washington to that Taylor Mountain.
With the body.
With her body. So she was another young, attractive woman looking for love and marriage and would soon fall victim to the handsome Ted Bundy. After agreeing to meet friends for drinks the night of March 15th, she never made it and was soon reported missing. He says that her bones are there, but they've never found this lady. He confessed upon execution.
Right.
Right. And then for April 6th, at Grand Junction, Colorado, she was never found. Lynn Oliverson, 25. This is where he got older women. She may have been a victim of opportunity by Bundy, who, according to his M.O., was like we said, thrill-seeking opportunist, narcissistic, blah, blah, blah. She got into an argument with her boyfriend, jumped on her bike, on her way to her parents, but never arrived.
Yeah.
The boyfriend, given her space, didn't inquire about her till the next morning, finding that she wasn't there.
And that she had never made it to her parents.
And they just found some things of her, some belongings underneath in her bike, along her trail. Right. So then Melanie Cooley, 18, from Neverland, Colorado. She disappeared. That was the 6th, the 15th, 1 week later. Following the disappearance of Lynn, 1 week later, like I said, a high school student left her twin sister Debbie from the high school that day, never to be seen again. Her naked body was found later that month by road workers 20 miles away. She had been beaten in the back of the head. Her hands were tied behind her back, and she had apparently been strangled with a dirty pillowcase twisted and bound around her neck to the point of strangulation and breaking. Shelley Robinson, 24, July 1st, from Colorado. She was also known as a free-spirited woman, would hitchhike regularly as summer days began to give way to August. She was last seen by a policeman at the gas station with an unknown male in a beat-up truck, only to later be found inside a mine by 2 mining students. Because of the August heat, her body was decomposed badly, naked, and could not tell the public the cause of death. He nonetheless confessed to her murder during confessions to prolong 89's execution. And then we just did Utah.
Yeah.
All right. So
there's so many.
They switching back and forth between.
Yeah, he gets extradited.
Right. And on December 31st, this dude. Okay. this is where you know more about him starving his death to fit through a damn hole. His escape,
Okay,
his
this
final
is the
escape.
second escape. Yeah, where was he? Washington, right?
Colorado.
Colorado. Okay, so that's when they extradited back to Colorado. Okay, so yeah, like he had lost weight for like a month. The whole time, like I guess when he got his cell there was like the
No, it was
ceiling
Utah,
tile.
because you said
Was
Utah was closer to Florida than you thought.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, this is when he's still in Utah. This is his second escape. So they noticed that it was broken, but they're like, it's on the ceiling, like, and it was a small gap. So the cops never really, or the prison never thought about fixing it.
I thought it was kind of...
Yeah, and he lost weight and slid up into there. He had stacked books in his bed to make it look like he was sleeping there, like a lump in his bed, you know. And he also had books stacked on the top to where he had like a little step ladder to get into there. And he got down into the jailer because the jailer he knew visited his girlfriend one night a weekend instead of being there like he should have been.
Yeah.
And so Ted got up into the ceiling, got down into the opposite side was the jailer's apartment, stole some of the jailer's clothes, and walked right out.
Jesus.
Yeah, and was gone for, 45 days, and did, like, some of his most horrendous...
Right, so he makes his way across, what I say he went into, and came down through Atlanta.
Yeah.
However,
to get to Florida.
Get to Florida. And we'll pick up that next week's. We'll wrap up his ending with the Chi Omega sorority house massacre. So he moves to Florida under the name Chris Hagen, rents an apartment. And then 1 week later, on January 14th, after arriving and renting his apartment, he goes on a murderous spree inside of a sorority house for no fucking apparent reason other than no holds bars.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, so thank you to listening to 304 BB Hits. This is 304 Files with America's Blueprint, the Necro Ted Bundy, episode 4.
The 304 Files.
Peace out.